Hi, it's Miss Lisa from the St. Paris Public Library. We had a few technical difficulties this morning, so I was not able to record story time, but I am going to go ahead and upload the books that we did read today, and I hope you enjoy that, and hopefully we'll get things worked out so we'll be able to be back on track for story time next week. Have a great day.
While we can't hug. Hedgehog and Tortoise were best friends. They wanted to give each other a great big hug, but they weren't allowed to touch. Don't worry, says Owl. There are lots of ways to show someone you love them. Hedgehog tried a wave. That made Tortoise smile. Tortoise made a funny face, and that made Hedgehog smile. Look at him. Hedgehog wrote a letter, and Tortoise wrote one back. And when Tortoise did a little dance, Hedgehog joined in too. They're both dancing. Hedgehog blew a kiss across the gap between them. Tortoise saw it and caught it and kept it. And sent 3 back again. Look at Hedgehog's belly button. Tortoise sang a song. Hedgehog played along. La, 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 la. And he's playing the guitar. He's playing the tambourine. Then they both painted pictures so that everyone would know they were friends. What did they paint a picture of? It's a rainbow. Uh-oh, through rain, those are stormy clouds, and shine. They could not touch. They could not hug. But they both knew that they were loved. While we can't hug. Hugless Douglas. One spring morning, a sleepy someone let out a big yawn from the back of a deep, dark cave. It was a young brown bear, and his name was Douglas. I need a hug, said Douglas. Click. So he wiggled out of his pajamas, brushed his hair, put on a scarf, and went to look for one. My best hugs are big, thought Douglas. So he went up to the biggest thing he could find, wrapped his arms all the way around, and gave it a squeeze. It didn't feel right. Oomph, grunted Douglas. It's a bit too heavy. Help. It's a rock. He's trying to hug a rock. My best hugs are tall, thought Douglas. So he went up to the tallest thing he could find, and what was it? A tree. He hugged the bottom. He hugged the middle. He hugged the top as high as he could reach. Ouch! But it was all wrong, and it gave him splinters. My best hugs are comfy, thought Douglas, and he trotted towards a cozy-looking bush. He hugged the bush, but something felt very odd. The leaves quivered and trembled and ran away. What in the world is in that bush? Give me a hug, cried Douglas. No, bawled the sheep, we're too busy. He scooped up armfuls anyway and tried to cuddle them gently, but they kicked and squirmed and didn't like it at all. Look at him, he's trying to hug them all. Poor Douglas. Why can't I find a hug, he said. If I want a hug, said a wise owl, I sit in my tree and... Let me try, whooped Douglas as he scrambled up next to the owl, but he soon found himself a little bit of trouble. said the owl angrily. He knocked the owl right out of the tree. Look, he has a sheep stuck in the crack of his butt. And when he climbed up the tree, it fell out. I only wanted a hug, sniffed Douglas. Perhaps there's one down there? He felt something long-eared and rabbity and gave it a tug. Look, he grabbed that rabbit by the tail. Douglas could tell the rabbit didn't want a hug. He sniffed again, and without thinking, he wiped his nose on his fluffy tail. "Excuse me," shouted the rabbit. "Put me down." So he's crying, and he used the rabbit's cottontail to wipe his nose. "But I need a hug," said Douglas, "and I can't find one anywhere." "Oh, I see," said the rabbit kindly. "Come with me." He took Douglas by the paw and led him up, down, and around. Look how grouchy that owl looks. He's got Band-Aids all over him from where Douglas knocked him out of the tree. At last, they came to a deep, dark cave where a sleepy someone was just waking up. Yawn! Douglas peeped inside. He had the funniest feeling that he knew the someone very well. "Hug?" asked Douglas, and ran as fast as he could towards, what do you think's in there? His mommy. "Come to think of it, my best hugs are from someone I love," said Douglas, and he snuggled into the biggest, warmest arms he knew. And there's the sheep and the rabbits trying to hug each other. And on this page, it shows you all the different kinds of hugs you can do. That's called a sandwich hug, and a goodnight hug, an upside down hug, don't let go hug, falling hug, shy hug, group hug, back to front hug, solo hug, tummy hug, daisy chain hug, big hug, come and get it hug, unrequited love hug. That means you're trying to hug someone and they don't want to be hugged, so they're running away. Hugless Douglas. Cuddles for Mommy. Little Owl wanted to give Mommy Owl a cuddle, but she couldn't decide what kind of cuddle to give her mom. There was the cuddle you gave when you said good morning. "But it is past morning, Little Owl," said Mommy Owl, "and we've already had our good morning cuddle." Little Owl thought some more. "There's the cuddle that you give when you said goodbye. Mommy gave those cuddles when she dropped Little Owl off at school in the morning." "Are you going somewhere, Little Owl?" asked Mommy Owl. No," said Little Owl. "What about the cuddle I give you when I'm sorry?" said Little Owl, thinking about the time she broke her glasses. "Have you done something wrong, Little Owl, or made a mistake?" asked Mommy Owl. "No," said Little Owl. "At least I don't think so." "I know," said Little Owl. "You cuddle me when I'm scared, especially if I've had a bad dream." "But what are you scared of now?" asked Mommy Owl. "Nothing, actually," said Little Owl. After a while, Little Owl said, "I always give you a cuddle to say thank you, like when you've bought me a new book." "You can give me one of those cuddles later," said Mommy Owl, "because I thought we'd go to the bookstore this afternoon." "Yay," said Little Owl. Little Owl thought some more. What other reasons were there to give her, Mommy, a cuddle? "We cuddle when we're really happy," said Little Owl, "like the time I won the art competition." But before Mommy Owl could answer, Little Owl said, "I'm happy right now, but not excited happy." "And then there are the cuddles you give me when you're proud of me," said Little Owl. Mommy Owl nodded. "I was very proud of you last week after your trumpet performance at the school concert." "Or," said Little Owl, "when I'm sick, you always give me a cuddle then, and that always makes me feel better." "That's true," said Mommy Owl. "But you're not sick right now, are you?" No, said Little Owl, which is a good thing, she added. Maybe I could give you a good night cuddle, said Little Owl hopefully. Then she frowned, but I'm not ready to go to bed yet. Suddenly, Little Owl's eyes grew very big. She had a fantastic idea. I know what kind of cuddle I can give you right now, Mommy, said Little Owl. She wrapped her wings around her Mommy Owl and squeezed tight. The Mommy Cuddle, just because I love you. Cuddles for Mommy.